Hello, my name's Ian and welcome to my plot. Today I'll be lifting last year's strawberries, ready for the new year. I will be preparing a bed for the brassicas and I will also be lifting some parsnips to see what I have there. Why don't you join me? So first and foremost, this is my little shed, my little haven to get away from the everyday trauma that we all go through. I'll quickly introduce you to Dotty, our little Bedlington Terrier, keeps me company, and her brother, Stewie. You okay, Stu? One of the jobs I'm going to do today is lift the strawberries out of this bed, simply because I want to use this bed for brassicas this year. I want to move these out of the bed today, then I'm going to fill it up with compost, some of that corn compost there, and that bed will be ready. I'll move these strawberries into the polytunnel just for the next few weeks, look after them there, and then I'll find another bed for them, which is probably going to be over on that side of the plot where we saw the parsnips earlier. You okay there, Stuart? Hey, you getting in my shot? So we'll move them over to that bed this year. I'll lift the parsnips over the next couple of weeks. We'll probably take one home today, so we'll do that. And then this bed will be ready for this coming growing season for the brassicas. So I'll get on with that now. Now these strawberries I inherited, but they were at the top of the plot and they were a bit messy, so they've been around a little bit actually. We've moved them from bed to bed. I really need to find a final bed where I'm happy to keep them. So what I'll do, I'll just lift the crowns, as you can see. I'll lift them crowns, I'll drop them into a small pot with a little bit of compost just to feed them through the winter, and then get the bed ready for them later on in the year, put them in, and then hopefully that'll be their final position for the allotment. Just be cut away, it's not required. Just old runners trying to make new plants. So what I'll do, and all that root, we don't need all of that root, so I'll cut some of that root away just to make it a bit tidy and put into the plant pot. A little bit of feed, this multi-purpose general compost. A little for that, plop that in, a little bit more compost around there, all of this will go on the composter. I don't throw anything away, so it'll go right into the compost bin with the rest of it. I'll give these a little bit of a water, not much, because the compost is quite, it's quite damp. It's okay, it's got plenty of moisture in it. So that's how it looks. That, along with the rest of them, will go into the polytunnel, and they'll stay there for a while until I decide to put them back outside and in the bed. As you can see, I've potted up the strawberry crowns to bring it here, give them a water, and then they'll be left here ready to go in the beds in the spring. I'll give these a quick water once they're all on the staging. And then they can just be left there. I'll pick out the best ones in the spring, the ones that look the healthiest, and then any spare ones that are still decent, I'll probably just give them out to the plot holders or people from work. If anybody wants any strawberry plants. Everybody loves strawberries, don't they? So they fit nicely on there. I've got some more to bring out the greenhouse to make space there. I'll bring them in, leave them on there, and then might look to harvest a few parsnips just out the back of the polytunnel. So come back to me then, and we'll see what we've got. See if we've got any more squid-like parsnips, or any nice long straight ones. Said earlier on the parsnip bed, I'll see if I can harvest one today, see what it looks like. Hopefully it hasn't forked like some of the others did in this bed. Like I said, I put these little offcuts of downspouts of the drain pipe just over the top as the foliage has died back. It's difficult to see exactly where the parsnip station was. So that, I put that in, that marks it. And this one might be too bad actually. Dig around. Now, these are Gladiator F1, and I've seen these quite huge of some of the other pot holders who've used large waste pipes with very finely sieved compost, and they've planted into them, and they've been 3 and 4 foot long, really big. This one's definitely not that big, but looks like it might be quite straight, coming out quite easy. Oh well, I'm happy with that. It's quite clean as well, nice and straight. Ooh, the smell on that, so strong. I'll take one more. These are probably not as big as I'd hoped. I have had bigger ones out in that, but there's another one that looks quite small as well. It's a really long tappet. Not put a lot of hasn't put a lot of body size on. Okay, I think we shall take one more. Let's see what this one's like. Whoa, this has got a huge crown. Oh, that's really big crown. Just it hasn't forked. And I've got lots and lots of legs come off it. Oh! Right. This, I think. This one. This must be 5 times the size of that second one I've just lifted out. Maybe you can see it there. See it when it comes out. Oh. Here it comes. Oh yes. Wow. That is more like it. I am so pleased with that. Wow. That is fantastic, and I'm so pleased that my first time at growing parsnips I managed to produce one like that. Fantastic. Really good. Go give these a wash. I'll show you them all cleaned up. So there we have it. I find it fascinating that same bed, same preparation, same compost, same feed, 3 stations all alongside one another, and we have that parsnip. It's an okay parsnip, and then right next door it produces that parsnip. Got a bit of rust on it, but that'll clean up okay. Smell is amazing off them, and I dedicate this parsnip to Nigel Dukes with Muddy Boots, because it was his method that I used in prepping the ground, sowing the seed and looking after these. So nice one, Nigel. So that's been a morning at the plot with me and the dogs. I hope you've enjoyed it. This will be my first ever YouTube video. Might be my last YouTube video, who knows. But now's time for me to have a cup of tea and some lunch. Dogs are just off to check who's coming. So the kettle's on. Tea bag's ready. I'm going to have a cup of tea and a slice of cake. If you've liked the video, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be fantastic. You might be the one and only subscriber. So we'll hope you've enjoyed the tour of the plot, the little bits that I've done this morning, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye for now.